Oops, I was on mute this entire time. God damn it, I had no clue. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's a little awkward. Okay, so I'll restart. My bad. Oops. I was on mute this entire time. My bad. Hello, future Walakal. Nice to meet you. I don't think I've interacted with you before. Nice to have you in chat. So yeah, I accidentally, for the first beginning part of this live stream, I did not have my audio on. So okay, just as a recap, yesterday's live stream I did a single stock review of Town News 2481. I have the full recap for free on my Substack. Really quick, just review of what we went through yesterday. So you don't even have to watch the entire 2-hour video. You can watch the last like 6 minutes. You just click into this link. I'll start off exactly where I start the recap, but also there's additional detail and color in this stock review. I call it stock review because it's not a stock pitch. I'm just reviewing the stock. Currently, I don't think this is actionable yet, but there could be a setup in the future where it becomes actionable, and I basically detail like what has to change for that to occur. Yeah, so this is free. So even if you don't want to be a paid subscriber, this is available for free. So what I plan to do is, like, on a very regular basis, do one of these single stock live streams. So find a stock, whether it looks interesting or not, try to see if there's like an angle, unique angle, write about it, do the live stream, recap, create a post on my Substack, and then just release it to people. It serves as a way for you to get like potential stocks in your watch list. And yeah, I think it's a good way to engage with my audience. So yeah, so go to my Substack. And today, I'm just going further down my screen to look at, stocks that might look interesting. Currently looking at AXYZ. Hello. I am doing well. Glad that you joined me today. Yesterday, there's like no one in chatting with me in the chat, so I'm glad that I have someone joining me today. So that's good. Yeah. So let me restart the analysis because I had no clue that I was not being recorded. Okay. So this AXYZ. They manufacture and sell chicken and processed foods in Japan and internationally. The company operates for food, eating out, and entry segments. It offers chicken foods, fried chicken, stewed liver, chicken nuggets. So essentially, the crappy parts of the chicken go to chicken nuggets, and then probably the more whole pieces of chicken go to fried chicken, and yada yada yada. And then they also operate franchise stores under the KFC name, so they're a franchisee. That's what it looks like. And they have some renewable energy business, likely just bullshit here, but okay. Profitability. So the trend is, like, they used to be profitable. EBIT margin used to be 10 to 15%, which signifies good business economics, but now recently it's got lower and lower and lower. I am not sure why that is the case. I wonder if it's because of their franchisee business potentially diluting those earnings, but we'll see in a bit. As we can see here, their gross profit margins have gone down from a high of 38% all the way down to 23%. SG&A has gone down though, so it's primarily gross profit has gone down. So I wonder if the procurement cost of chicken has just gone up or something like that. I'm not sure. Yeah. And then look at enterprise value. So over the years, they have been able to grow their cash holdings. Currently has around 7 billion. I'm interested in looking at their long-term investments in a bit. Long-term investments, if this is the right calculation from Koyfin, then yeah, 1.4. Interesting. But yeah, on the EV/EBIT basis, it's traded cheaply, but this right now is currently on the higher side. Take a look at the income statement. Where am I from? I am from Canada. Where are you from? Walakal. Do you have a? Should I refer to you as Walakal or like or future? Future. What should I call you? Okay, revenues. 17 billion grown to 26. Okay. 8 billion. Roughly 40 to 50% increase in revenues over a 10-year time span. Yeah, cost of revenues have gone up substantially during this period. Like basically 80% roughly. SG&A has stayed pretty consistent. Operating income has dropped. Okay, I think it's worthwhile to take a slightly deeper look and see. What the hell? See, 1381 investor relations AXYZ. What are they? AXYZ? AXYZ, yeah. So very weird. Give me their investor relations, please. There we go. Is it not loading? Still not loading? Do I trade Bitcoin? I do not trade Bitcoin. Sorry, if I'm not sure where did you find my link to join? Are you like an organic viewer from YouTube, or did you find me off of X or find me off of Substack? Where did you come to see me? Because I don't do anything Bitcoin related or trading related, mainly just long-term investments. Yeah, I do have a bit of Bitcoin though. I did some work for somebody once, and then they gave me Bitcoin. Yeah. It is not loading. That is unfortunate. Okay, well, you know, I don't want to pause the stream just to wait for something to connect. That's annoying. I would okay, move on to the next. Okay, that sucks. I will move on to the next one. We've already done a media company, so let's do something different. Niitaka 4465. What do they do? Household products. Take a look. So 3.7 times EV EBIT, 4 times div yield. That's pretty good. 3 times EV EBITDA, 6.5 times PE, 0.9 times. Okay, that looks interesting. Niitaka. Low of around 1700. During the dip, it dropped to 1800. Resurfaced around 20% to 2100. It's gapped up in September, October, and it's kind of gone back down from that. So 2600, 2300, it's dropped 10%. This is support. Okay, let's take a look. Log on term trading is good. Oh, long-term trading is good. I see what you mean. Yeah, long-term investments. That's what I focus on. I wouldn't call it trading though. I call it just like buy and holding. I currently don't have any Indian stocks. Do you have any Indian stocks you would like to share that are worth investing in, that are undervalued? First, are you a day trader or are you a long-term investor? That's my question to you, future. Okay, Niitaka manufactures and sells commercial detergents, cleaning agents, disinfectants, bleach products, solid fuels, and other products in Japan. The company also offers food additives products, bleach products, and other food additive products, cosmetic ingredients, quasi drugs. Further, engages in the provision of hygiene management support systems. The company was formerly known as Niitaka Chemical. Detergent, cleaning agent, disinfectant, food additives. So very chemical based. Okay. What's the profitability? Seems like a low profit margin business. Oh, not really. Decent. Okay, so 5 to 7% you typically, and then some good years. 6.5% net income margin, 3%. Do they have a lot of debt? They have some debt, but a lot of cash. So a lot of cash, consistently building cash. 13 billion. Still also months. So 14 on 6.6, 2.2 debt, so around 4.4. 4.4 minus that. Okay, around roughly 9.5 billion enterprise value, 9.5. This is 4.3. Interesting. Income statement. So we put 9.5 on 1.7, 3.4, little under 6. Yeah, little under 6 times operating, 6 times EV/EBIT. I am long-term investor, but I invest only Indian market. Ah, okay. I mean, I'd be happy to look at some Indian stocks. Like I can invest in Indian stocks. I just haven't. So, what type of, do you have any undervalued stocks? Like what style of investing do you do? Do you do like value investing? And if you do, I'll be happy to go do a live stream just for the Indian market and just do a stock screen for Indian stocks in the future. Yeah, I'd be very interested in doing something like that. If I don't do that, please follow me on my X. Send me a DM right on here on Substack, wherever. And just remind me to do one. I'd be happy to do an Indian live stream on the Indian market, and you can pitch me some stocks to look at. I'll be happy to look at some Indian stocks. I never tried, never done it. So yeah, definitely. In the future, if you haven't, please hit the subscribe button. It helps a lot. I'm currently at 380 subscribers. My goal is to get to 1,000. So every bit helps. Every bit helps. So I would really appreciate that. So 4465. Okay, let's see if we can look at their website now. Does look interesting. So before we continue on to that, let's just remember what they have. A lot of cash. They have some debt. We want to figure out why it is that their EBIT margin. Oh, the EBIT margin has gone up recently. Oh, that's very good. I like that because before it's like 3%. So yeah, it's gone up. So that's pretty good. 9.5, around 6 times EV/EBIT. That's okay. Okay. What is going on here? What is this weird ass? Well, let me just refresh. Why is the website so weird? Okay, they have it in English. We offer the best solution as your food business partner by providing a wide variety. Okay, sir, I like your style and subscribe return. Thank you. Appreciate it. I like that you subscribed. Awesome. Okay, let me keep you accountable and just double check you actually did subscribe. Yes, 380. Yes, I got a subscriber for sure. Okay, appreciate it. Appreciate it. I can't tell who, like, if you keep your account private on YouTube, it doesn't show me that your exact username is subscribed, but I can see this number go up. So appreciate it. Thanks. Appreciate the support. And if you want to follow me on X and on Substack, that would be great. That would be very much appreciated. Okay, going back to the business. We offer the best solution as your food business partner by providing a wide variety of products and services that will suit your. Oh, by the way, where did you find me? Were you pitched to me by YouTube, on X, or on the Substack? Because that's where I posted this live stream today. Okay, let's take a look at what products they have. Cleaning agents for dishwashers. Okay, dishwashing detergent. Okay. Bleach disinfecting. I wonder if these are commercial or retail. Looks like a bit of both. Alcohol disinfectants. Okay. Cleaning agents for kitchens and stores. This looks more commercial, industrial. Hand washing soap. Similar. Food factory cleaning agents. Solid fuel. Solid fuels. Release a new product one after another, creating the market of solid fuel in Japan. Kaizen is an indisposable tool for hospitality that offers warm cooking. In order to improve customer convenience, we have led the industry by launching patented products one after the other, such as product with aluminum foil and aluminum bag. Ignition improved. I'm curious what this is. What it looks like, it's something that you can. Do you use it for like a portable stove? Maybe, I'm not really sure. But that's interesting. So I have a gist of what this company does now. Okay, let's take a look at financial summary, transcript, briefing. Okay. But I have no X account. That's okay. That's okay. That's fine. Yeah, if you have an X account, you can do me. But then you can follow me on Substack. It should be in the description of this video, or any of my previous videos. There will be a link to my Substack. So if you have an email, if I find a stock today, like let's say you get bored of the stream and you just want to see a recap of this this entire stream after it's done, just join my email list, and I will send you out the next post when it's available. So yeah. Oh, they have an entire damn video. Okay, going through it by the president. I don't really need that though. I just want the presentation. Good, awesome. Okay, I'm gonna download this. Have a take a look. 4465. This is what quarter. Fiscal year ended. Fiscal year 26 IT. Okay, I'm gonna translate this. I'm just translating on the side, don't mind me. All right, okay, done. Translation done. Niitaka. Sales have gone up. Okay, a little bit back, increase in operating leverage. Sales went up 3.8. Gross profit went up to this. SG&A went down, which is good. Operating income increased 30%. That's good. 9.4%. Good. This is good. I'm not sure, but I'll consider you as my top Indian subscriber. Nice, nice. Yeah. Increased the demand due to robust performance of the restaurant market. Products adapted for preventing food poisoning. Okay, so detergents and cleaning agents went up. Infection control products went up. Solid fuel went down. Others went up. Okay, everything in general went up. Operating profit increased as a result of product sales increase, changes in composition. So probably the more profitable parts of their business went up, leading to 111 increase in operating profit. So a different sales mix, or more favorable sales mix. Product sales increase, decrease, changes in composition. Why are these the exact same thing? Product sales increase, decrease, product sales. Okay, this is the exact same wording. Interesting. Raw material costs being more favorable, price increase, cost reduction, labor cost reduction. Oh, there's chemical subsidy. Okay. Trends in raw material prices. Oh, this is very small text. Okay. What is this? 100. 2019, 2020. Oh, this is an index. So essentially, prices have gone up for raw materials. I'm looking at this right. What's this percentage? 65%. Benchmark raw materials. So this is 100 benchmarks. So it's gone up. Oh, COGS ratio 65%. COGS ratio 65%. So it's gone down a little bit. So the gross profit has gone up. Yeah. So the lower of this is the better. And then benchmark prices, the prices of the royalties has gone up. So it points to me that this company is not able to pass on their price increases to their customers, meaning their customers are elastic to price increases. Candlestick strategy. I don't really do technical. Okay, I do technical analysis, but I don't do technical analysis. Meaning, that's not the thing I care about too much. I only do technical analysis when I'm entering the stock. Like I'm trying to put in a buy order for the day and determine what is a good price to enter at. And then when I need to sell a stock, then I determine, okay, what is a good price to sell it at. So I don't religiously use technical analysis to frame any type of investment thesis, right? But I do think about things like, oh, is this stock range bound or not, right? So like, okay, if we look at if we want to, we could look at the they have a chart here. Is this better? Do they have a candlestick chart? Am I able to expand this? This is terrible. There should be a way to do it. I have never see. That's how little I use technical analysis. But description, price data, overview. Just here. I do have a trading view. Give me 1 sec. Let me take a look at the stock through trading view, and I can let me just 4565. Okay, no, let me close this. I don't want to show people it. Okay, so let's take a look at the stock. Okay, let me readjust this because the price scale is a little off. Okay, if you want me to show you what I do. Okay, so first things off is you can clearly see a gap here. You could probably do that too. Okay, so in April of last year, it dropped to 1800. And it resurfaced to around this region. So that is around 2000 to 2160 region. So something like that. And then it was able to get out of that, and then it gapped up. And then that is the upper bound. So if we think about it, if we get in here, what is our reward? 2300, 300 upside from there. This is a $2,300 stock. Let's say that's like a 13-14% upside. But then it can definitely close the gap. The gap can close, and you're gonna go down to 2250. That's a 70. It's a 3% drop, roughly 3 to 4% drop before it gets to here. Yeah, but then you have weak support all the way until the 2100 level. So you're looking around like a loss of potentially 10% from here. But yeah, if I deem this to be undervalued, you can definitely get in around this region. Is okay. And then you have probably some tight stop loss if you want to trade this, but I'm not trading this. So yeah, I would be like, longing, and then if it drops below this region, then I'll probably wait for it to go up a little bit before buying, and then yeah, something like that. But yeah, you can tell that not the most, I just use support and resistance levels mainly. Sometimes I'll also use trend lines as well, but I think for this company, because certain things about the business characteristics have improved, So yeah, it's more important to understand the narrative of the stock than the actual candlestick patterns, right? Candlestick patterns just showed you like how the market has reacted to news, or the story changing. Your purpose is to understand what is the story in the narrative, and then once you understand that, then you know, yeah, this is secondary to that. So okay, so back to the stock. Chemical business, healthcare business. Healthcare hasn't really gone up. Healthcare business operating profit margin is pretty high, so I'd be interested in like what the healthcare business is and then what's the growth trajectory. But it looks like it's been stagnant for the last 2 years. Restaurant industry. Prevent food poisoning. Yeah, I think one thing about Japan is like the restaurants are very clean. So, and any respectable chef will want to keep their kitchen like hygiene, you know, in tip-top shape. So, let's see here. A cleaning agent designed to address labor shortages. Effortless cleaning with Chemi-Fine Quick Rinse. Okay. Increased revenues abroad, revenue declined domestically. Interesting. Increased product sales overseas, freight charges. Profit decline, product sales domestically, research and development expenses. So they're investing in R&D, okay. I think the segment is so small that if they do more R&D, that's totally okay. Healthcare business topics. Expanding to new markets. Sales begun in Germany and Norway. Sales registration in Greece. Okay. Due to strong demand from American distributor, we commercialized begun shipping a paste type product. Dr. Ohira's postbiotic fermented food concentrate. Oh, prebiotic and postbiotic. So this is like health supplement stuff. Interesting. They revised their forecast a little bit lower, but then operating profit is expected to go up, which is interesting, due to chemical business. So they're doing something well in their chemical business. I'm not really sure what it is. Profit revised upward due to reduction in raw material costs. So this is interesting. Personnel costs, logistic costs, and sales related to. Interesting. I would think that because of the war going on, that oil costs going up would result in higher shipping costs, but somehow the raw material cost is probably a bigger component than the logistics part. Interesting. But this was released in January, so maybe the newest information will be rather different. Appreciate it, future. Yeah, I like my my name, continuous compounding. I mean, that's a good mindset just for life, right? You want to continuously compound at everything, not just investing, but like in your health, in your friendships, relationships, yeah, everything. You know, your muscles. You know, a lot of things can continuously compound. Yeah. Yeah, if you have any friends that are interested in investing as well, please share, you know, my channel and my Substack to them. Yeah, that would definitely help me continuously compound. Okay, chemical business outlook. Detergent and hygiene services are doing well. Washing, purifying agents are doing well. Hygiene seminar held for school lunches. Negotiations with suppliers are progressing. Oh, so they also sell their products to schools, which is interesting. Infection control products, solid fuels, turning to an increase. Infection control products are used for food poisoning prevention. Okay, solid fuels are seeing growth in the restaurant industry. Solid fuel. Okay, I'm gonna ask Gemini about this because I'm really not sure. What are solid fuels that are sold by 4465 Niitaka to the restaurant industry? I am a novice to this. Please give me a comprehensive breakdown. Unlike the solid fuel used in large-scale barbecue like charcoal and wood, Niitaka specializes in one-time use portable fuel designed for tabletop cooking and keeping food warm. If you're new to this industry, think of this as a refined Japanese version of sterno cans you might use at buffets, but much more specialized for individual dining. Niitaka products are primarily methanol based and come in various. Okay, this is their Cayenne New Ace E series. This is their flagship product for business use. They are small blue puck-shaped tablets, often seen in Japanese ryokan inns. Each tablet is wrapped in aluminum foil on the sides and bottom. You do not peel this off. You place it foil side down, which makes sense because you want it to burn upwards. This acts as a built-in cup, reflecting heat upwards and preventing fuel from leaking as it liquefies. They range between 10 to 40 grams. Usually burn time is 18 to 26 minutes, designed to burn out exactly when food is perfectly cooked. You need to adjust the formula and packaging for different professional environments, a higher tier design to minimize the chemical odor that can sometimes affect the delicate aroma of high-end Japanese cuisine. Interesting. Used for specific dishes that require sustained boiling or for warming large chafing dishes at hotel buffets. Since methanol evaporates and degrades when exposed to air, Niitaka sells these in bulk aluminum bag packs to ensure a long shelf life. Flameless looking heat source that doesn't produce heavy smoke. Provides a consistent flameless looking heat source. Niitaka's patent design prevents the fuel from sticking to the stove, making cleanup nearly instant for waste out. That's good. Unlike gas canisters, there's no risk of an explosion. If a tablet is knocked over, the foil helps contain the burning gel. Okay. What type of cooking can be done with this? Future says, I will share, but give me Indian market updates, bro. I like your stuff. Thank you. Appreciate it. No, I definitely will. Do you know any sectors or any like areas that I should look at? You know, give me some hints of where do you think the Indian market is undervalued. So when I do that, you know, I can let you know. Yeah. And yeah, DM me on Substack or X and just let me know your email. You know, I can DM you to let you know next time that I'm going to do a Indian market live stream. I'm locking in. I'm gonna do it. Trust, I will do it. I love engaging with, but you have to show up though. If I do it, you have to show up. If you don't show up, it's pointless. So a tabletop solid fuels from Niitaka are designed for specific time cooking, but the heat source is meant to expire naturally once the dish is complete. So breakdown of cooking for nabe. This is most common used in restaurants. A small ceramic or metal pot is placed over the fuel to simmer ingredients in broth. Sukiyaki, shabu shabu, okay, hot pot. Kamameshi, kettle rice. Whilst cooking raw rice, water and seasoning in a small iron or wooden calf pot. Okay, making rice. Toban yan plate grilling. Small ceramic plates or flat stones are placed over flame to sear or grill small portions of meat. That makes sense. Hobayaki, magnolia leaf grilling. Magnolia leaf put on a wire rack for fuel, miso paste, vegetables, and meat are placed on the leaf and heated. The fuel heats the leaf, which provides subtle woody aroma to the miso. Okay, steaming. Small bamboo. Okay, that's fine. That's good enough. Okay, I'm gonna put on a hoodie real quick. Getting a little cold. All right, so sounds like they're very catered towards the restaurant industry, which I think I'm kind of bullish on in terms of Japan because of the tourism. Healthcare business. Domestic sales are struggling. To rebuild advertising, review the target audience, product that enhance a sense of luxury, change of packaging. Sales overseas markets are also stagnating. North America rushes to avoid Trump tariffs. Backlash from the decline in demand continues. New sales in China and South Korea. So basically first world countries that care about health. I don't really know what postbiotic is, but like, actually I can look into this. What are the healthcare products sold by Niitaka? I saw postbiotics. What is that? Functional food ingredients and supplements designed to support long-term wellness. Health foods. The manufacturers and sell health-related food products, often leveraging their background in surfactants and additives to create stable, high-quality formulations. Cosmetic raw materials. They also produce raw materials to the cosmetic industry, focusing on ingredients that maintain skin hygiene and health. Since to be mentioned in relation to Niitaka, here's a novice-friendly breakdown of what they are and why they are a new frontier of gut health. To understand postbiotics, that helps to see where they fit in the biotic family. Prebiotics, the food usually fiber that healthy bacteria eat. Probiotics, the live beneficial bacteria itself, like those in yogurt. Postbiotics, the leftover waste or byproducts created after probiotics digest prebiotics. Wait, the no such. Okay, then that, based on this definition, they should not be selling postbiotics. What the heck? help train the immune system to respond better to pathogens, gut barrier integrity, help strengthen the lining of the intestines, which is vital for preventing systematic inflammation. Many postbiotic metabolites have natural antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Okay. They can be easily standardized and added to various food formats like powders or health drinks, but the logistical headache of keeping bacteria alive during shipping. What do you like? Oh, okay. Interesting. WhatsApp number? Bro, I don't do that. I'm not gonna do that. Apologies. I don't, well, for one, I don't use WhatsApp. That's for one. But like, anytime I hear someone ask me to add for my WhatsApp, alarm bells go off. So I'm just, yeah. Happy to converse over X or Substack though. Yeah. Flexible share buybacks, annual dividend yield. So they increased dividends, now reducing it to 76. 76 on. Appreciate it. Appreciate you making an X account just for me. But no, honestly, if you invest long term, bro, having an X account is the way to go, because all the good, or all the good plus decent, investors are on X, sharing their ideas and conversation. I think it's a great place to source ideas. So yeah, definitely head over there. Yeah, what is the share price? 2325, so they 76, that's 3%. Yeah, roughly 3%. The relationship between restaurant sales, customer numbers, and detergent. Trends in sales revenue of major restaurant chains. Number of customers in major detergent sales. Okay, so there's a correlation between how restaurants are doing and how they're doing. So COVID was it was a shit show for this company, essentially. Japanese inns and resort hotels, trends in total number of overnight stays, and sales of solid fuels. Right, because in these type of resorts, they offer like a lot of people order their set menus because these hotels also have really good food, and they deliver the food, your dinner or meal, to your room, and set it up. And so yeah, having a solid fuel source is definitely very advantageous for cooking and required, because they're not going to put an actual stove in the middle of your living room, right? So having something that's odorless, something that that is yeah, so I can see the demand for the solid fuels. And I think more and more people are going to Japan and going to those ryokans and going to those nice onsen inns, let's call them. So yeah, I can see it. Okay, we're gonna do a stock screen on this company. 4465, I believe. 4465. And then this is Niitaka. This is those chemical detergents, solid fuels, healthcare products, chemicals, cleaning chemicals for the restaurant industry. Cool. And then currently I believe they're over here, and their profitability 2325 increase from 5 to 7%. That's good. Currently experiencing operating leverage due to reduction in cost of raw materials. Sensitive to commodity prices. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Look forward to you making your X account. I'll definitely follow you if you make one. So, yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Revenues. Quick. 23202. $14,082. 65% in 10 years. Cool. Price is 2325. 76. Okay, let's look at financials. Go to Puffet code real quick. Let's take a look at quarterly real quick. Reverse the date. Is this the most recent? Did they have a Canadian site, right? Quickly take a look at that. They don't have a December, but then what is this? Okay, so okay, I guess they have an English version. Okay, 7 billion in cash. PP of 7 billion. Tire velocity of 312. Investments out there is 1327. I'd have to look at their annual to see if they have any investment securities. So let me see here. Yes, they do investment securities. So out of total investments, other assets of 1 billion, they have 465. Let's see here. So 1 billion, 465. They're currently at 1 point. They're currently at what? They're currently at 1.3. Okay, so I'm just gonna use a former figure 465. Nifty 50 future index. Okay. So I'm gonna use 465 here. It probably very likely went up because the balance has gone to 1.3 billion, but just out of just being more conservative, should be fine. They have some debt. Okay, 6 billion net cash. Cap 30 billion. What is their annual forecast? So they forecast 2,000 4 times. Book value. Book value. 0.88 times 1,500. Price 9.2 times PE. Okay, what has been their results last few years? Income statement on a full year basis. The margins have been increasing, so that's good. There's no medium-term plan here. Get rid of that. Chemical raw material prices. What time do I go live on YouTube? It really just depends on, you know, when I feel like live streaming. That's probably bad. I mean, I should have a schedule. I want to make this more consistent, but yeah, I should come up with an actual like schedule. But it's just whenever I want to live stream pretty much. But I'm gonna do it more frequently, so look out for that for sure. Yeah, so 14 billion MCAP, 8 billion enterprise value because they have 6 billion of net cash. Definitely think they could utilize that net cash to acquire something in the chemical space or to expand different segments. I don't see why they couldn't, given their expertise in chemicals. Yeah, so EV/EBITDA 4 times, less than 1 times price to book, 3.3 times dividend yield. Last year they rose it all the way to 92. So if it was 92, it would be like 4%, but they reduced their dividend yield. What are their buybacks look like? Let me take a look at that real quick. So if we look at cash flow statement. Cash flow statement. If we look at, okay, CF, payment, long-term loans, redemption, corporate bonds, dividend payment. Yeah, so they have not performed any buybacks. So notes, no buybacks. Why reduce dividend? What exactly does the healthcare segment do? What else? What is the growth potential of solid fuels? Factor exposure, restaurant industry. Okay, what are we investing right now? Is cheap. Improving margins, but sensitive to raw material costs. Okay, div yield 3.3%. 0.9 times price to book, 9 times PE. There seems to be pathways for revenue to grow. Bullish on restaurant. If you are bullish on the restaurants industry in Japan. Interesting. Cool. Business report. Let's see. What else do I want to know about this company? Let's see, what's another question? Share ownership. Yeah, what's the share ownership like, structure look like, and can they be bought out? I think it's important. This is worth downloading and looking into. Sure. The annual, sure, I can look into that too. What else do I want to look at? indicators report, probably, yes. Semi report. Let's look at that and look at this. Put these on the sides to download real quick. Anything else? Other materials. They're like looking at presentations. Transcripts. This is probably worth translating. Okay, I'm gonna download these documents and then have a look. Translate the annual report first. Okay, do that, and then while this loads, I'm going to convert other documents as well that I think are relevant. So I got a rough sense of the business, but I just want to learn more about it because it's like very vague right now in my mind. So I'd like to learn more about the business. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so Osaka City revenue's gone up. Operating profit fluctuates. Net assets has consistently gone up. Total assets, for the most part, has consistently gone up. Net assets per sale are growing. Okay, so let's take a look. Quick look at the chemical. Solid fuel 1972. Cosmetic raw materials 1979. Liquid neutral detergent manufacturing. Okay. Self-washing machine maintenance association, so basically dishwashers. Food additive manufacturing license. Joint venture in China. Quasi drugs. Shanghai Trading Company. Susho Oil and Chemical as Azor merged with Yuho Niitaka and changed its trading to Mikkel Chemical. Due to review, the company moved from first section to prime market. Wait a sec. Let me take a look at the price history for the stock. 2020, it spiked like a mofo. Why did that happen? Okay. Was that in 2022? No, that was before 2022. What happened? Something happened. Oh, because COVID. Yeah, so hygiene products. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because you gotta buy soft detergents and all that kind of crap. So that makes sense. Okay, let's see. Dish soap, detergent, bleach, alcohol, cleaning agent, hand soap, others. Commercial solid fuel, other fuels, 5-pack of cayenne, commercial grade liquid fuel, dishwasher, maintenance, hygiene services, schedule maintenance, emergency maintenance, hygiene trainings, so they do that, kitchen and bathroom supplies, affiliated companies, Mikkel Chemistry, hand soap and water for hand washing, floor wax for objects, Jingaka daily necessities, solid fuel and detergent cleaning, Shanghai Trade Limited, solid fuel and detergent cleaning. Okay, Keio molasses, manufacturing alcohol-based preparations, lactic acid, bacteria, fermented foods. So this is part of their health. Okay, I want to know how they describe their business. Okay, they have a medium long-term plan, so I definitely should read into that. I didn't know that they had something like that, but yeah. Take a look at that in a bit. Yeah, if they're aiming at 40 and 4 billion, let's take a look. And they're a long way away from that, though. But if they can attain it, then yeah, this is far too cheap, because enterprise value is only 8 billion. If they can attain that goal, then yeah, the stock's too cheap. Proactive investment in M&A to strengthen the business. Cool. So they're open to that. That's good. Have they done any M&A? Acquisition of securities, purchase of fixed assets. In the last 3 years, there hasn't been any acquisitions done. Why the hell they're holding on to so much cash? Sales of domestic food industry account for 80% of the group sales. It's like an 80-20 split. All right, I've been working for an hour. Gonna take a quick break and I'll come back in like, I wanna say 15 minutes or so. So yeah. All right, I'm back. Okay, detergent and cleaning agents manufactured and sold by our group have high proportion of raw materials derived from mineral resources such as petroleum and natural oils and fats. Petroleum, oils, and fats, right? Okay, chemical business. Our detergent and cleaning products focus on addressing labor shortages such as kitchen and retail cleaning agent Chemifine Quick Rinse. We propose products and services that met the needs of restaurants, food factories, and supermarkets. Furthermore, sales increased as a result of promoting new products, primarily focusing on agriculture sectors such as Farmers Acrylia, a hand soap for agricultural use, and MedShine, series of cleaning and disinfecting agents for dental facilities. Oh, dental facilities too. Okay, interesting. Although demand for alcohol-based disinfectants have stabilized since the change of the classification of COVID-19 under the Infectious Disease Control on May 2023, it's maintained a certain level of growth compared to before the COVID-19 pandemic. Although solid fuels saw increased adoption by major restaurant chains, and export sales slightly decreased due to high temperatures and sluggish demand for hot pot dishes. People want more hot pot dishes. They do better. Okay, healthcare, health foods, etc. Our flagship product, a lactic acid bacteria fermented food, OMX, did not perform well in domestic e-commerce sales. The sales increased due to expanded sales overseas, mainly in Europe and the United States. Lactic acid bacteria fermented food. I have no clue what that is. Okay. As a result, consolidated sales for the year increased 2.3%. Segment profit went up though, so that's good. Went up 17%. What are my questions before? My questions before were... Okay, so this is some lactic acid fermented food. That was what it was, right? Bacteria fermented food. Interesting. This is probably in medium term plan. Probably. I'm gonna look at ownership. Oh, okay. More additional color here. This is good. Okay, our research and development activities are primarily in line with our group's basic strategies for business expansion, expansion of existing business, expansion to new areas, and development of new business. The main R&D achievements for this consolidated year are as follows. Development of Normal Star Clear. This food additive alcohol formulation is made possible by our own unique formulation technologies and virus testing environment. We have obtained extensive evidence against bacteria and viruses, making it suitable for food hygiene measures in a wide range of industries, including restaurants and food processing plants. Development of MedShine Dental Multi-Clear. This is a product in our newly launched efforts to develop the dental market. It combines 3 types of cleaning agents used in dental clinics into a single product, improving work efficiency. A solid fuel for South Korea and responsive revision of chemical substance laws in South Korea, where solid fuels are distributed. We have developed a dedicated formulation. This initiative marks the second time we have developed a dedicated formulation for a local market in our overseas expansion of solid fuels. Following China, R&D expenses for the current... I mean, this isn't a good thing, meaning like if they have a certain product and then because of regulation, they have to perform R&D to maintain the current sales, that means that's just additional R&D that hits that affects their bottom line. So this is not we're conducting various research on the functionality of our flagship product, the lactic acid bacteria fermented food OM-X. I can put that in. Bacteria fermented food. Okay. The fermentation bacteria used in OM-X are safe and highly functional lactic acid bacteria isolated from human and plant-based materials, and in particular, unique TH10 lactic acid bacteria is a highly functional lactic acid bacterium with a proven track record in various research. What does it do though? Beneficial effects, sure. We have published a paper on functionality of lactic acid bacteria through joint research in Mia University. Costed $10 million, so like 100,000 CAD. Equipment status, 441, 4 million, not too much. $6 billion in assets. Land area meters squared 106,000. 2.8, but they have 106,000 square meters. Tsukuba factory. Lease assets. So they don't really lease, they just own the land outright. There could be some type of land value here. So see, that's 106,678 meters squared. Okay. M squared of land that they own. it's worth yen 2.8 billion. 2.8 million is 26 mil. 26 mil for 106,000 SF. Let me just sanity check that. 26, 106 square meters. What is square meters is this? Let's see. I wonder if I can just ask Gemini to do that. That'd be interesting. $8,000 to 12,000 per Canadian per meter squared. Wow. Sorry, this is 250 to 450. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I mean, I'll look into it more in detail later, but like, yeah, that's cool to know that their land value is probably worth more. Might be worth more. This is like 5 minutes of analysis, right? So. Gemini states around 4.6. Okay, Niitaka SE. Morita. What is this? Employee stock ownership. Employee stock ownership. So employees own like 1%. What is Morita? Who is this? Executive officer. Executive officer. Biotech. Chirio. Okay. London. Mitsubishi UFG. Money and assets from Mitsubishi. Let me see. Bank. Sakamoto Pharmaceutical. Sainichi Seika. What is Niitaka SE? Founder. Is there a founder? Daisuke. Nojiri Daisuke. Number of shares owned. 14,000 only. The fuck? 1967. Well, it's 14,000 shares. That's barely anything. That's not good. Interesting. I mean, oh shit. Definitely could be bought out though. Yeah, it can be. Rental income. Maybe from selling electricity. It's not a lot of money though, but yeah. Okay. Interesting. What other questions I have? Right, dividends. Let's take a look at that real quick. 76. Yeah, but why? Why did they lower the dividend? Oh, this one has no explanations. Okay. So none. Just getting a feel for their land values. And yeah, I find it interesting they have rental income. So I don't see any like real estate investments here, which is weird. 3, what's in 3? 3, okay. currently I'm just thinking about the stock and just formulating what I think the rating could be, and then yeah. Okay, so Niitaka, yeah, they have two major segments: chemicals, and they also have healthcare products. Chemicals relates to cleaning supplies, detergents for restaurants, supermarkets, schools, anywhere that there's food. Healthcare products is this post probiotic or like lactic acid bacteria fermented food. So for like it's a health supply thing. Currently margins have been expanding, have been going up. Historically it has been in this region, a 10 to 15% region, but over actually let me double check that. Am I just making that up? Yes, I'm just making that up. So yeah, typically their margins are around like 5 to 7%. They have been experiencing some operating leverage because of the health segment. It also seems that their solid fuel is doing better with the which is correlated to the restaurant industry and also correlated to hotels that utilize. So if more people are traveling to Japan and experiencing ryokans and then purchasing the set meal, typically they would use these solid fuel packets in the rooms. And then one cool thing about the solid fuels is that they have versions where there's less odor, which is ideal because if you're cooking within a confined space like someone's living room in the ryokan, then having that feature is very important. They have some debt, but a lot of cash and some long-term investments. This figure has likely gone up since fiscal year 2025, but they don't report investment securities in the quarterly reports. So I just be safe. This is likely higher. So they have 6 billion in net cash, 14 billion MCAPs, enterprise value of 8 billion. Yeah, EBIT of 2 billion, which is a 4.1 times. EBIT, book value of 15 billion, so 0.9 times price to book. P of 9 times, dividend yield around 3.3 times. Yeah, but still haven't figured out why they reduced their dividend from last year, but probably just they expect like maybe to reinvest or whatever. Yeah, so why are you investing? So it's cheap. They're improving margins. We're seeing operating leverage go from I think 5% up to like 7 to 8% currently. Offers an okay dividend yield, 3%, 3.3%. Low price to book, below 1. And different from the company from yesterday, Town News, like where I think it's going to be a gradual process to increase revenues. Revenues can actually increase substantially for this company, meaning like if they're able to allocate cash, if they're able to create put meaningful R&D into some product line that could do well, revenues can definitely increase. And if we look at over the last 10 years, revenues have increased 65%. Not great, but not bad either. And if you think about it from the perspective of revenues can increase another 65% from here, what would that look like? So, you know, and what they're forecasting in the midterm is like medium term is like they want to generate like 40,000, you know, at 4,000 EBIT, so like 10% EBIT margins. I don't think that's impossible. Like, but again, this is outside my circle of competence. Like, I'm not, you know, I know nothing about chemical companies, right? I just think, oh, cleaning supplies. Oh, restaurants need cleaning supplies, but like, you know, there are certain factors exposures that I'm not familiar with. Let's see. So yeah, I do believe that there are ways for them to grow revenues through R&D, through going into additional segments like the healthcare segment, chemical segment, and doing well in their existing core businesses like the chemical cleaning agents and also the solid fuels. But yeah, if you're bullish on the restaurant industry in Japan, which I personally am, despite the lower declining population, you're getting a lot of tourism. So hotels and restaurants will do well. So this is another way of playing hotel and restaurants, you know. So if you expect more tourism, you expect more like, you know, and another thing is like, yeah, the Chinese government told Chinese tourists not to visit Japan because of war scares like that. But I think it's just a move just to reduce the tourism income coming from China to Japan. Once that resumes, I suspect that restaurant industry, hotel industries will do even better. Factors exposure, chemical raw materials. Yes, they mentioned this several times that the reason why it looks like their margins have improved recently is because of a reduction in their chemical raw material prices, and as a percentage of COGS, this has gone down. Increasing restaurant industry sales. So restaurants do well, hotels do really, restaurant, hotel, safety and hygiene products. So if there's another COVID, this company will do well because they have all the cleaning supplies. They're sensitive to, so chemical raw materials is petroleum, natural oils, and fats. So I could probably just combine that to the top part here. Notes, so they haven't performed any buybacks. Dividend has gone up. Domestic sales is 80%, overseas 20%. So they can also grow outside of Japan, so that's good. The thing about the company from last time is Town News is basically just news in Japan. So I don't see why their chemical sales or healthcare sales can expand overseas. And their OMX lactic acid material fermented food. Another angle for this company is their real estate. They own 106,000 meters squared of real estate. I wouldn't put much thought into how legitimate the Gemini estimates are, but based off of a 3-minute estimate, it's worth 4.6 with a book value of around 2.8, I believe. 2.8 billion yen. So let me just double check that real quick. 106. 2.8 billion. Niitaka XC owns 90% of the company. Who owns this? Is it the family? Is it the founding company? Like the founder is yada yada. Another thing is CEO owns very little stock, which is concerning. Doesn't have to be, but okay. I would say this business quality wise is even though enterprise value is not 0. I would say its business quality is better than Town News, in my opinion. More potential for revenue growth, more potential for operating leverage. Moat. I'm trying to think. What could be their moat? I haven't really thought about that. Yeah, so this is the circle of competence part where it's just like, this is not in my wheelhouse. Cheap, improving margins, room to grow. I am bullish on the industry. This is probably good. Overseas expansion. I would give this a B+. B+, A- potentially, something like that. Yeah, so that's my verdict. I think additional work, read medium-term plan. I think once I read the medium-term plan, then I'll have a better sense of where this company's headed, and that could potentially push us to an A-. But I don't know. I think this looks good, decent. I think more promising than even Town News. Kind of interesting. So that's a recap of today's single stock live stream, and take care. Peace.